Hey, yo, well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. Blessings and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Live Word of the Day with Zaccheus. Well, yeah, I want to address this mini-series called Little Demon. Now, people, we got to be mindful of what we feed ourselves with. We got to be mindful of what we're feeding our spirits with. Now, this is an adult cartoon. It's an adult cartoon. It's not made for kids. Now, those who don't know about it, it comes on Hulu, FX, Hulu. Those who have Hulu, it comes on Hulu. It's a miniseries that was released, I believe, last summer, maybe last August. And the series is on Hulu, but it's supported, but Hulu supported by Disney. And one thing with Disney is I guess a company that puts out a lot of content. But lately, I've been seeing a lot of demonic things coming out of Disney. I don't know. The other day, I was looking into Little Demon, but I also seen Little Kids. It was supposed to be another series coming out, Saint Claus. I seen Little Kids, and they were holding up a sign said, "I love you, Santa." They said it was supposed to say, "I love you, Satan," but that was not done. That's not an accident. So when I look into that, I'm like, man, we gotta be, it's not just, I know some people gonna say as well, it's just an animated series. And everything. It's a cartoon. The Boondocks was a cartoon animated series, but it was very informative. It was funny. I enjoyed the Boondocks when it came out in Cartoon Network. It was on Adult Swim. It was funny, but it touched on a lot of social issues too. But these days, seems like it's like what these kids are shut up, demon time. Now, why am I not surprised? Jesus is coming back. I'm not surprised that they have a series called Little Demon. Now, let me tell you the plot of the story is 13 years ago, 13 years after being impregnated by Satan, Laura and her Antichrist daughter, Chrissy, attempted to live an ordinary life in Delaware, but are constantly overwhelmed by monstrous forces, including Satan, who wants custody of Chrissy's soul. So Satan wants custody of Chrissy's soul. And and they say it's just a funny, supposed to be funny animated series, but I look at it this way. When you play around with the demons, like you see people reading tarot cards, reading palm, looking at Ouija boards. You see people, sometimes there's on YouTube, sometimes you see, and I was like, what? These people that literally actually read tarot cards to you on YouTube. And then there's a Baphomet signs with the black goat with the horns sticking, the big horns coming out the head. All these demonic forces and things. We got to be mindful of it. Now, when you feed yourself with demonic forces, guess what happens? You find yourself doing things. It plays a part in your mental health. You find yourself doing things that you're not supposed to do. Like the news about the 10-year-old boy that killed his mother because he didn't get a virtual headset. Now this 26-year-old sister stated and said, according to news sources, that the boy allegedly has 5 demons, 5 people speaking out of him. 5 people speaking out of him. That's a demonic evil spirit. And this the other day I heard, I think just yesterday, male in Florida having sex with a guy in Florida having sex with his dog. And who can explain Jeffrey Dahmer? Wicked, derived, evil spirit. Says he was a youth. Son of Sam. The Zodiac Killer back in 1969. These are all demonic forces that came into people. Demonic spirits. Demonic spirits that came into people. And it's still coming into people. Still coming into people today. And we take it very lightly. We just play around with the devil. Play around with demons. And take it very lightly. Now the word of God says, the Spirit clearly says that in later times some will abandon the faith and follow deceiving spirits and things taught by demons. Now the live word of the day is coming out from Timothy chapter 4 verses 1. Well, this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. And if you want more content, subscribe to my channels. If you want to see more live word of the day, check it out. Check it out. Click the thumbs up. Give me a like on Facebook. And also, I know we're getting into the holidays and spirits, and now we have information on our fingertips now. Information on our fingertips now. Information. Meaning that we have right in our hands, we have information. Now, I look at a lot of situations like Jesus was not born on December 25th. Who created that? The Romans created that. Also, the Romans created a lot of these paganistic holidays. Now, I was looking at something when I was looking at reading about Little Demon. I was looking at also something where these kids are holding this sign that says, I love you, Satan. I love you, Satan. Now, it's supposed to, according to them, they said it's supposed to be saying, I love you, Santa. Now I know the word Santa derives from Satan. I know that. And that's because of looking up information and reading about it, looking up different sources and information. And you look at a lot of other things too, as far as these holidays and as far as certain information that you read out there. Now let's get back to this. Let's get back to Little Demon. We got to be careful what we may look at it like it's nothing to take serious. It's just a cartoon, animated series. The Boondocks was an animated series. I remember it in the early 2000s. It was a funny series, but it was very informative. It touched on a lot of social issues. But today, a lot of these networks are touching on a lot of they're entertaining the demons, and the thing is okay to play with demons and entertain demons. That's why you notice that there's a lot of unstable mental people out there now, because we're saying that mini-series like Little Demon is okay. We're saying that it's okay to feed our spirits with this stuff, with this kind of content. We're saying it's okay. You gotta catch your kids what they're looking at too, because they can bump into an adult cartoon like Little Demon. It's not made for. They said it's not made for kids, but we all know that kids have access, a lot of access to information. They could be looking at Little Demon. Yeah, man. Well, this is Zaccheus with another live one, and the live one today is coming out of the book of Timothy, verses 4, verses 1. The Spirit clearly says that in later times, some will abandon the faith and follow deceiving spirits and things taught by demons. Well, this is Zaccheus. If you want to catch more content and if you want to support my I have a podcast series too as well called Mr. Z and Fifth. Just go to that YouTube channel called the Fifth General TV. Fifth General TV. I'm there with my good brethren, my good brother of mine called the Fifth General. Check it out. We got a series, a podcast series called Mr. Z and Fifth. We touch on all social issues on that mini series on YouTube. Check it out. Check it out. And if you have Spotify, it's also supported by Spotify too, on iTunes too. Catch Mr. Z and Fifth every week. We release content every Friday. Every Friday we release Mr. Z and Fifth. So this is Zaccheus with another live word of the day. God bless and be safe out there. Peace and blessings.